bartender. I thought we were going to see Tom.
That doesn't make any. Can I shoot him through here?
I
like is
don't.
That? I don't think you want to, but like, is that why this is here? That's the only reason I can think of for this path to be here, because there's no. It doesn't lead anywhere.
Well, you can sneak in to like see him before you get in, I guess. Is all it is.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, it's just weird because like normally
I don't know
those...
why you would shoot him though, because you need information from him. I don't know how you would get information if he was dead. Plus, stuff happens in the future. I don't think you can kill him. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking trank gun more than like lethally, but
I wonder if you can kill him.
Use of neuromuscular facilitation systems. This looks like a fun read.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
You see
Look at
this?
his wall. Oh.
And to screw it up in the fourth, I'm
Let's
just
get a clue to
flushing
his
my money
character
down
there.
the pot.
Your tongue.
Hey, you only work that out now. Guess you're not as sharp as you think.
I already figured
How about
it
you
out.
tell me who
I already
you
knew.
work for? Then I
I probably figured it out
decide
at the beginning.
what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does
Did
the
you
name
figure it out,
Sarah
Lexi?
Industries
Before
ring any
the
bells?
great.
Sarah Industries. Isn't that American
like,
company
in this
stole all the
playthrough?
headlines
No.
a while back? You're still in business.
But I was only
Why
half
would
listening to anything he
Check
said.
the
So.
news. Biotech corporations seem to be
I'm doing
failing
all
a
the
lot
work for the
these days,
negotiations.
especially the ones who are making enhancements. Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pods.
Listen,
That's a
I'm doing
real
all the
one.
work with the
Place to
drinking,
rat
and you're
hole.
doing all the work with the
Useful
talking. I think it's a good
sometimes.
combination.
Make sure you leave him in the same shape
Sure.
you find him.
Drinking
And if
is
I don't,
equal.
your call.
I was gonna say you're taking all the work
But
with the
those implants
gameplay.
of yours
Period.
might look even more
Right, the
special
drinking.
on somebody else.
That's Adam's only goal, is to find all the booze. Yeah, you look at his wall. You see him when he's younger with both his arms to the right of you.
I don't think that's him.
No, like right more. Does it say I'm a doll? Yeah, it's him when he's younger.
Ava doll, I
You
think.
doll. Gets you. Beog. Like the lucky cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
see
yeah.
and then to the left. Who's that?
I don't know. Chinese dude?
It's his son.
Ah.
And it comes up later on in the story.
Aw, look at that family.
That family of a guy who takes
Look how
people-
low res this poster is. It's
I
like
was
he
gonna say, look
it's
at-
like he printed this off the internet.
Look at that cute family where the dad is a guy who steals other people's limbs to sell them to other people.
I mean, listen, families can come in a lot of shapes and sizes. 72,
Hot
sexy
robot.
gas.
Okay, 72 sexy gas.
Zoloto.
Get a cell phone. Home
Home entertainment. It looks like maybe like a Logitech remote thing. Credits. Hey buddy, I'm just gonna take your money. Is that cool? Alright, thanks. I can't read any of this. Newspaper of some sort.
Yeah, it's pretty low res. That's the only reason you can't read it, right?
Right.
Man,
Man, I wish
You were right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much.
What
A
were you
hacker
gonna
who
say?
knows his way around
Oh.
corporate firewalls would make a valuable
Alright,
asset
sorry.
for the triads.
What do you
I'm
got?
at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No, don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
Anyways, I was gonna say, I'm watching 2 different Let's Plays of Detroit right now.
Jeez, that is too much exposure to David Cage.
Well, I like to see what other people do with their options and stuff.
That is true. There is a lot of potential for things to diverge.
Oh, a lot, because I remember I watched all of. Wait.
What's up?
Well, Cassie's watching E3 and they're showing Tales of Vesperia, which is dating this.
Definitive edition.
I'm so happy. I love Tales of Vesperia. I'm
I thought
sorry.
I thought we already knew that was coming.
Yeah, but we didn't like know exactly what was happening with it. Is it? I hope it's on everything and not just Xbox One.
You have an Xbox. Let's not talk. No.
Well, I mean, if
Sorry.
it's on Xbox, it'll be on PC, so that's
That's
fine.
true. Anywho, sorry for that divergence. It's gonna date this episode. I'm just very happy to see a game that I like being out again. Which I never beat, so I can beat it now.
Well, I mean, this game that we like will never be out again, so you gotta take your pleasures where you can, I guess.
Yeah, but this one's easily accessible. Like, Tales
No,
of
I mean,
Vesperia.
I meant the series.
Oh. Oh. I hope
Yeah.
not. I hope it comes out again. I know it's not gonna likely happen, but
It's
We
gonna
need
be a while
more.
if it does.
I really want them to finish the Mankind Divided story, but I also wouldn't hate them rebooting it with a new character and possibly picking your character and their gender would be cool. I love Jensen, but I don't know. Kind of tired of playing scraggly white dudes, you know?
Yeah, I can relate.
Yeah.
I'm very tired of playing a scraggly white dude.
God damn it, Lexi. I don't mean like that.
But also like that.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But
One
yeah,
day.
Deus Ex 2 Invisible War is the best Deus Ex because you can be a girl in it.
And it's also the worst Deus Ex because of everything else, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard it. People don't like. I liked it when I played it. That
Yeah,
was the first Deus Ex I ever played.
I was gonna say we were talking about that recently, but no, I was just editing it recently.
Yeah.
I see you found
I mean,
the first
it's going to
relay.
be a recent
Now hack it
episode, I
and turn
guess.
off its
But
security
yeah, I'm not
protocols.
talking about it again. But I want to revisit that game.
Okay, so okay, so you can't give me the code for this. I gotta hack.
We don't have the code for it.
Right.
It's the whole reason they're hiring you. Like, this guy looks like a hacker.
That's just because he's a robot man. That's racism.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I guess you can't hack these. I mean, there's a line in the prologue that implies that this has been hacked before he got augmented.
Well, yeah, I mean he's a security dude.
One
Yeah.
down, two to
Not
go,
all
my
security dudes can hack.
I think in the particular way this world is set up, like to be corporate security at the level Jensen was, he would have kind of had to have been.
Well, no, because they have Pritchard for that, right?
I thought part of the reason why why Pritchard doesn't like Jensen is because he feels like he's stepping on his turf.
I mean, Pritchard doesn't like Jensen is because he doesn't like Jensen. I think Pritchard doesn't like Jensen because he likes Jensen. If you know what I mean.
No, wait, doesn't he like him or does he? I don't understand.
Loves him.
Guys. Think this guy's gonna care if I hack?
If it's his place, he will.
He doesn't seem to have
Nice
any
quick
weapons,
save.
so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it.
You know how many weapons I'm gonna steal from you?
Listen.
Listening.
Okay, thank you for listening.
It's reminding me of Detroit again, where like I'm watching Pro Jared play it, and he picked up a gun in one chapter, and now he's using it every single chance he gets.
Oh, god damn it.
The other Let's Play I'm watching, they didn't find the gun in that previous chapter, so I'm interested in see how their story diverges.
I still can't lift fridges, which means there's probably something really cool behind that one.
My biggest problem with the Detroit game
Is the
is
writing?
that well, yes, but like the biggest problem with the writing for me is that like, okay, in the world, humans don't see androids as people.
Right.
So, if they don't see them as people, why are they racist against androids? Because they treat it like it's racism. But it doesn't make any sense because like...
Because David Cage is an idiot white guy who doesn't understand literally anything about society and
Yes, I
writes
know.
completely out of his ass.
But like, because like there's a scene where like, there's a bunch of protesters who are protesting the fact that androids are taking all the jobs. And in the world, they have a ridiculous unemployment rate
There's
because of it.
nothing
It's
in
like
here.
it's like 37.3% unemployment rate in America since androids became a thing.
Which
37.
to be clear is higher than not only America ever like during the Great Depression or everything, but higher than Germany in the 30s before World War II.
It's a ridiculously high number. But besides that, like, there's a scene where he's walking by these protesters who are protesting the fact that Andrew's taking all the jobs, and they see an Andrew, they're like, oh, look, it's a tin can, let's beat it up. And it's like, okay, if you don't see them as people, that's someone's property you're destroying. Like, and it's like, cops aren't gonna let you do that. Like, why do you even, like, get mad at the corporations that are, like, and I know that people in real life do stupid shit like that, where they get mad at the wrong things, but, like, if they just see them as an object, why are they calling them names and saying, like, because like, they're treating them like people.
I mean, have you not seen how people who are upset about automation now talk about computers and shit?
I guess not.
Wait, I've lost track of what we're doing. Oh, is this that asshole that we're helping the lady at the hotel with, right?
Yeah.
Like
yes,
we're planning drugs to get rid of him because he was like abusing
the sex worker
people?
at the hotel. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was just making sure we were messing with a
doing this for
shitty
a reason.
dude
Yeah.
and not a decent one. But no, this guy seems like he's scum. So.
Oh, he's super scum. He kidnapped her friend and tried to like
sell
her into human trafficking. I was gonna say a worse example though is when like you're playing as the cop android and you're in the police station and one of the cops who doesn't like androids punches him in the gut because he refused to do an order, and it's like, dude, you just harmed department property.
So
like, can't do that.
So the writing's really inconsistent, doesn't make sense, but on the other hand, like, one of the weaknesses of the story is the fact that it seems to be completely discounting how readily human beings anthropomorphize objects and, like, humanize, like, things like...
I understand that, but there should be repercussions for him doing that. Like, the android should then report that, and then he's gonna get fired.
So...
Because he just damaged a $7,000 object. I mean, more than that. But, like, and they show a scene where there's people buying androids, and, like, some of the more, like, consumer models are, like, $7,000, which is ridiculously cheap for an android made. Like, holy shit. I think, I don't know if it's because of the economy or because David Cage doesn't understand how much things cost.
It would be that one.
Yeah, but there's a scene where a guy buys, like, a 6-pack and a bag of chips for $5. It's like, what?
Yeah, so if unemployment
alone would be like $10.
Well, so the argument you make there then obviously is
Good. Second relay is down. Only one remaining.
Yes.
So the obvious argument there is, well, automation has caused, you know, the cost of consumer goods to go down much.
But that doesn't make any sense because capitalism is the reason people aren't having jobs, and capitalism would take advantage of things being cheaper.
Right, yeah, that was where I was going with that, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was trying to say before was
Sorry,
one of the problems with the story is that it kind of completely discounts the human tendency to, like, identify with inanimate objects even as human.
Oh yeah, so they should treat them even more human than they are, in a more empathetic way.
Right, so the idea that hardly anyone is sympathetic to androids at all is absurd. But the problem is, if they, so that's bad writing, but also, I don't know why this is a place you can go. It doesn't lead anywhere. But also, if you accept that that's how things work here, I'm trying to figure out how to get back to the hotel. I guess I can just go from street level.
But the
hey
original
guys.
point was that they're damaging very expensive police equipment.
Right,
and,
so...
Like, guys should get fired.
So...
It was the original point.
So
let's end that there and continue on.
The thing is, if you buy the premise that nobody thinks of androids as
To the point where they don't gender them, they say it all the time.
Right, yeah.
Which again, I refer to like my computer as a she.
Right, yeah,
People refer to cars as she. Like people gender things that aren't gendered already, and then anyways.
Yeah, it's all just nonsense.
That's another thing is that there's tons of businesses with no androids allowed written on them. But like if androids are as ubiquitous as cell phones, who's gonna go to that business? Like, I can't bring my android in here. I need my android. Like, what if you're like what if you have a service android, and like you can't just bring it into that business? Like, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Right,
like, why is everyone anti-android in a world where androids are so ubiquitous?
I mean, you just make them wait outside, like in Mos Eisley Spaceport. Not that hard.
But what?
Has Chan been taken care of?
Good joke. But what if you need your android? Like, what if you're blind and your android's a service android?
Okay, for some reason, all of a sudden, the dialogue is super loud and echoey.
Thank
sorry.
you.
Just glad I could help.
You saved us, Mr.
No,
Chan.
I'm just very.
In this room, I
Money
think.
does not feel like enough
is how it
thanks
is in
for
this
what you
room.
have done.
This is gonna be
But
fun to
here's
edit.
the payment promised.
I'm sorry.
I hope you will be satisfied with it.
Rotten business.
喂，Jan，
Boy, she looks
是没？
incredibly
都
plasticky.
好了，他做了。
That is not a high quality model.
Well, this is a 2011 game.
No, but I mean, even compared to some of the other models, the ones in here seem especially bad, texture-wise. So this is the place that we snuck in, I think, around the back.
It's an artistic representation of the way we demonize sex workers.
Uh-oh.
That's why they look plastic.
Uh-oh.
Joking entirely. What's wrong?
Notice how we haven't moved in like 20 seconds?
Oh, I thought you were just like... Did it crash?
Yeah, it definitely locked up. Oh yeah, that was a hard crash.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna stop it now.
Yeah.
Technically I'm recording now, but we haven't actually started the thing yet because I want to figure out where I'm at.
I mean, the episodes are very dated already. Like, we talk about January stuff. Like, we can start whenever you want, Lexi.
I am trying to figure out where we are.
Have you watched all the stuff we recorded so far?
No.
That would help. Why'd you just kill that guy?
I don't know. Why not?
Lexi! Lexi! Well, we're pacifists! Lexi! You're killing people!
No,
Lexi,
they're just taking naps.
That kills people, Lexi!
No, they're taking naps, and they spilled some juice.
Lexi! Lexi! Lexi, no! You're better!
Alright, I think we're in a hive.
Yeah, we're in the hive. I knew that immediately.
Based on how they killed me, I'm assuming that we're in the hive. That's how I can tell.
Well, I would have just told you that if you asked.
No, we had to do the scientific test.
I knew though. I just figured you knew.
There was no way to know until we did it.
There was hive markings everywhere. Hexagon.
That could have been anywhere.
No. Lexi.